from Red Hill in Surrey, Disconstructor.
New boys could prove disconcerting for some.
What does your robot do? What's his name and what does he do?
It's called Disconstructor. It has a 20 kilo spinning disc that travels at about 2,500 RPM.
Spinning discs do a lot of damage out there. A lot of people are frightened of them. But what are spinning discs frightened of, Mike?
Oh, drivers with more experience than we've got, I think.
The 20-kilo stainless steel disc is powered by Lynch motors, titanium shell, runs inverted, but there's a lack of experience and a high ground clearance too.
From Hastings in East Sussex, Xenomorph.
New to Robot Wars, but looks mean and fairly impressive.
Okay, what do we have here?
A reverse wedge with a vertical spinning disc on the front, powered by 2 wheelchair motors. And modelled like a...
Alien.
Modelled like an...
Xenomorph from Alien.
Brilliant. Now, in non-technical speak, that means that this wedge goes backwards. It can work both ways.
It'll work both ways up, yes.
It works both ways. You need no self-righter in this one.
A two-wheeled cross, if you like, with the dragging wedge-shaped tail and a front armed with a spinning disc on a moving arm. Can run upside down, can attack forwards and backwards. It is quite light, I think.
From Delft in the Netherlands, Hammerhead 2.
Was fought in Dutch Robot Wars twice, a heat semi-finalist there.
What does it exactly do?
It has a couple of side hammers to ram and a powerful full-pressure flipper on the back.
So has it been in many wars?
It's been in the second Dutch Robot Wars.
And it fights well?
Yeah, I made some improvements since then and it fights pretty good.
They say it looks like a hammerhead shark. I say it looks like a metal box on wheels. It's very powerful, full pressure flipper for the tail and side hammers. Lack of arena knowledge, though, could cost them here.
From Thorpe in Cambridgeshire, Iron Ore 2.1.
Now an experienced team, this fighting in their 4th wars, never won a heat, though.
So your machine is iron ore, I believe?
That's correct.
And what does iron ore do?
It has a full power flipper and a full power axe. They both operate in approximately 1/10 of a second, so you can't actually see it with the naked eye.
Are you stronger with the flipper or stronger with the axe?
We're pretty strong with both of them.
Equally as good as each other?
Yeah.
A wedge with an axe and flipper, improved mobility and lower ground clearance this time, can penetrate 4mm steel, but it has a history of flying out of the arena, which isn't a help.
Roboteers, stand by.
To the teams then, Niels de Carpentier and Richard van der Berg of Hammerhead 2 on the left-hand side, Iron Ore, and the Grims with Ian Bilbo on the right. Xenomorph there, captained by Jeff Flitton on the left, and Disconstructor, Mike James and Laurie Phillipson. In the arena, Sir Killalot, alongside our house robot there, Sergeant Bash.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
Well, Iron Ore has bags of experience, crosses the arena floor, looking for damage and chasing the ref bot. Interesting shape Disconstructor, isn't it? With that circular saw blade sort of hanging out in front. Xenomorph as well looks quite potent. Flipped up though was Hammerhead. Bounces down Disconstructor with a little nudge on the back of Xenomorph, which has got itself tied up in underneath Hammerhead too, and needs to self-right from there. The Dutch team from Delft about to be shattered, it would seem, unless they can self-right. Trying. Oh, into the pit goes Disconstructor. No danger whatsoever. Oh, what on earth happened, Mike Phillipson? Suddenly the pit yawned open underneath them and they were down. Iron Ore hooks onto Hammerhead. And the team from Delft feeling quite blue, I would imagine. But turning away now and chasing Sergeant Bash back into the CPZ, the corner patrol zone. There you can see Niels, driver builder, a network engineer by trade, and who created Hammerhead 2, pursuing Xenomorph. For me, it would be Iron Ore, certainly at this stage, because they've been the more aggressive and the the more experienced, the more stylish, if it goes to a judge's decision. And one from the other two. There, the potential destructiveness of Ironoid. You see the axe there, pinned into Xenomorph's exo-frame, bouncing it away. You're talking about lifting a 95 kilos robot there. Just to give you some sense of the weight of these machines. Ironor 2 scuttles across the arena floor, bounces off that sidewall, dodges Sergeant Bash. It's a Kilolot, mean and squat looking, waiting permission to come out of that CPZ. We're very tense and tight here now. Ironor, the little front flipper, rises. The axe comes down, pins onto Xenomorph. You can see Xenomorph has taken some damage around the hubs, some denting, some bashing. Oh, Ironor tries to flip Sir Kilolot, and very nearly did so, and Sergeant Bash comes out and has a little reminder, do not take on my troop, son. Extra square bashing for you, Ironor. Waits to get a little axe blow. What on earth is that? What on earth is that? Where has that come from? Ironor is okay. Xenomorph is pushed. Hammerhead 2. Cease. It's not Kilolot's teeth, is it? Certainly took a bashing. Who goes through? It's up to the judges.
Well, not much happened there. Even the house robots got impatient. Disconstructor, certainly not a driving instructor, drove itself into the pits. The other three go to the judges, who'll be looking at the usual criteria. While they're making up their minds, let's review the highlights, if there were any.
The eyes of Sir Kilolot will blink no more, it would seem. Good attack by Ironor. That's when Disconstructor took the easy way out. Hammerhead 2, flipping. Xenomorph flipped. Ironor for me has to go through. I don't know between the other two. I simply don't know.
And the judges have made their decision. No controversy, really. They've gone for Ironor and Hammerhead.